so that you can see exactly what the
or when the red button comes up.
When the red button comes
up. If that's right. So let's go through this real quickly, Tony. The TLC Project Protege 1-year program is the way it starts off is the first 4 weeks is a fast track to success webinar series. Okay, your first tax lien certificate in 30 days or less. Okay, these are 4 1-hour webinar series on that you can listen to, and then we got 1 hour of Q&A. And then what happens is once you get that, and let me tell you something, that is designed so you get your first tax lien certificate within 30 days. Just follow the steps through the whole process. That is Tony and myself training you on this. You're going in there. It usually turns into about 2 hours, I think, with all the Q&A that goes on.
It always is 2 hours.
Yeah.
And so plan on it. So you're going to get a schedule as soon as you guys get enrolled today. And understand, these webinar trainings are live. And so you're going to listen to this 1 hour training session. And then then we open up for open Q&A. And for 1 hour, you guys fire off. And that's why we keep it 20 bucks.
That picture right there is me in my kitchen wearing my makeup. I look different than TV. Yeah. Amazing what the TV does.
So let's go. Here's what you're going to learn in this first 4-week intensive webinar series. You're going to learn. The first thing you're going to learn is how to create, and this is just like Bill and Olga, a steady, predictable monthly cash flow of $1,200 to $7,800, even as high as $9,300 per month, and even more extra income coming in per month.
How to set that business up. How to do that exactly the way we teach you how to do it. How to quickly and safely acquire real estate for as little as 10 cents on the dollar. Just like Deborah and Paul did. You saw that last example. We've got other examples coming up here. But how to get them for 10 cents on the dollar each and every single time. Number 3, how to profit with no qualifying finance.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to really discuss that.
Let's talk a little bit about it right now.
Yeah. So if you look at the deal that this is specifically for tax resale properties, like the one you saw Deborah and Paul do.
Let's take that one. We had the one for $1,100 that was sold for $60,000.
Yeah. So let's say you
didn't have $1,100.
Yeah, you didn't have $1,100. Here's what the county says: give us 10% down,
$100,
which is $100. We'll finance the balance for 10 years, and you make one payment per year for the next 10 years.
Yeah. Actually, it would have been $110. Yeah. Sell a couple kids, $110. Boom, you get yourself. And they would finance it for 10 years, and you don't make any. You take one payment a year until that's done. That's one way. The other way is you put 20% down. They finance it for 7 years, and then you make a balloon payment at the 7th year.
Yep.
And let me think, what else?
There's another one. You put 20% down. They finance the balance for 4 years.
Right.
And you make no payments for that 4 years until it's due at the end of the year.
You'd have to probably sold or liquidated before.
Well,
now, but there's a catch. There's always a catch. You have to qualify. So tell them what the qualifications are.
Well, you have to be 18 years of age
or older. And you have to be able to sign your name. You don't even need to be a U.S. citizen. Okay. And why would the county do this? Because I want you to think about that. As soon as it goes into your name, guess what? You have to start paying taxes on. So we're going to teach you extensively on how to do that. Number 4, how to quickly and safely eliminate all the risk factors. Folks, come on. We've had an hour and 20 minutes here. We haven't had time to talk about all the risk factors. Don't worry about it. We've got 4 sessions with you. We're going to go through all that before you make your first purchase.
Well, I wouldn't even attempt to acquire a tax certificate until I knew that. So that session was over.
Yeah.
So I knew exactly what all the risk factors were, and then the strategy to eliminate that risk factor.
Yep. Learn the top 3 hottest markets in the country. Those are shifting all the time. We'll tell you which ones those are. Number 6, stay-at-home investors. How to complete thorough research, safely acquire a valuable tax lien certificates, all from the comfort of your own home. How to use the internet, how to use Zillow, how to use Realoption, how to use all these different techniques out there.
I'll tell you, you guys will be masters of time and purchasing at the end of the webinar.
Absolutely. Number 7, how to use other people's money. Now, this is a crucial and a large step that we utilize. And one of the things I need everybody to understand is this is how Tony and I got started. We started doing this using other people's money with tax lien certificates. I didn't have a whole lot of money. That's how I got started. Because I found some deals, I got some other people. So we will show you the exact strategy that we use on that also. Okay? So the other thing that you're looking at is that, first of all, the 4-week intensive fast track. You just saw what you're going to learn on that.
One.
Mm-hmm. Number 2 is the unlimited access to my personal advisors in my office. Okay, talk to us on the phone, email.
Here's what you guys receive. You'll receive an email tomorrow, and it's going to have all the information in it. Our address, our toll-free 800 number, all of that information is going to be there. So from this point forward, you'll be calling in on a toll-free 800 number, speaking directly to your personal tax and certificate advisors, the ones that Sean and I are trained. So it's impossible to get stuck. Anytime you have a question, you pick up the phone, and we have the answers for you. Or you can shoot us a quick email, and we will also have the answers for you.
Absolutely. And then number 3 is the TLC Resource Library. These are all the videos. This is training manuals. Everything that you can think of, that we've thought of, is inside this library. It's got a retail value of just $500 for this. Let me go through this library so you can see exactly what it is that you're going to be receiving. Okay, on this, the first thing that you're going to have is you've got the quick start, what to do first, DVD. You've got 6 audio CDs, and you've got obviously all my training manuals on. So the first thing I want you to do is open up your Fast Track CD. Excuse me, your Getting Started CD. Listen to that as Tony and I explain the first things you need to do to get started before you start listening to the webinar series on that. Exactly. The next thing that you're going to receive is the actual manual. This is what we use.
Yeah, this is literally the Bible for investing in tax.
There's a tax lien investment Bible out there. There's nothing else out there. This is the final word in that. Okay, DVD instructions. You can see me on there. All the different forms that you see in this manual over here are in the county directories. All that CD-ROM information is available for you.
Well, I'm going to make that clear. I want to make sure they understand that. Every contact for every taxing jurisdiction in America that is the specific contact for tax lien certificates and assignment purchasing it's like we're handing you our personal tax lien certificate investment directory. Our own Rolodex is what you have access.
This is the one we use. I mean, we just did a mailing to some counties for the finance. Remember the finance program? And we went to our directory with the same as yours, and we did the mail, just like you're going to
use the same form letters, the same directory to get the same information.
Well, we don't all share the same one. Everybody's going to have their own.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to come to our office to use ours. You're going to have your very own. But the information is exactly the same. The audio series, there are 6 audio CDs. Listen to them in your car while you're driving around. This is what Tony and I like to refer to you as your University on Wheels. This is all the information that we've gathered so you can listen to this and really immerse yourself in this information. I think that's the right word to use on that.
So that's the home study course, and we're going to interject because we really want you guys to latch onto this tax retail property.
Right. There's a couple of strategies here. This is Greg. Greg, I just talked to him the other day. I don't think I told you this, but he's getting an apartment complex. This is one of the first deals that he did.
This is just so you guys understand, and nothing against his profession, but just telling the facts. He works construction.
Right.
So he knows how to build a house, but he's never invested in house home.
Right. Right. So his very first deal is under 30 days. Remember our 30-day program on that. Net profit was $117,382.42. That's not bad for 49 cents. Not bad for his very first deal on that. Sure beats construction. Now he's got a vehicle financial freedom. And you understand, since he's done this deal, he's done that. I mean, he really has. He's become quite the superstar, just like a lot of us do.
Well, here's what's important. The program we're talking about right now is the exact same program that Greg went through.
He was one of our 25 students. He went through the whole process. He was good to go on that. There you go. So this is what you're looking at. Oops, there we go. So this is what you also want to look at here. Number 4, you get 26 live teletraining protege calls. This is exclusively for those of you on this particular one here. We're going to walk you through that. You listen to that. It's 26 hours of training between Tony and I. Okay? First and third Tuesday of every single month. 26 powerful on money-making strategies with taxes. Anything that comes up, it's right there with us. Each lesson is recorded. You can download that into your iTunes if you want. And listen to it over and over and over again. Everything's right there.
Well, this is how we this is the way it gives us an opportunity to connect with you on an ongoing basis. So you're going to go through the 4-week webinar series. When the 4-week webinar series is over, we plug you right into the Protege call, and then what happens is the first and third Tuesday of every month, you're plugged into Sean and I training you on a different lesson on investing in tax lien certificates.
Sometimes we have guests on there.
Absolutely. What's nice is because each lesson is recorded, and because they can download it onto their computer, at the end of the year, that equates to 26 lesson library that they own forever.
Right, and they can listen to. I mean, seriously, we have people that specialize in retirement accounts, title. We're going to have somebody on there that's going to show you how to do corporate credit. I mean,
how about when we feature our students? So yeah, we bring a student on that maybe they made $300,000 this year, and they teach you and tell you
what they did,
how they used our program.
We had a young lady at the end of the year. This was our Christmas protege, and she started with us 3 years ago, and she's making over $250,000. Stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, exactly. So, how would you like to hear step by step what they did?
Right.
To become successful.
Absolutely.
People just like you.
Now, here's the killer part. Number 5 is, listen to this. Is huge. 2 free tickets to a Wealth Without Risk live 2-day training. This is you get 2 tickets. Okay. Each one of these tickets is worth $2,000. This is a live training where you come out there, you meet with our staff, you go through 2 full days. You'll get an invitation in the mail, and again, like our webinar students, they're exclusive. We eliminate those, limit those, to, like, for instance, we've got one that we've limited to just 50 people.
Right. Okay, so what I want to say about our live training events is that they are face-to-face, hands-on, completely interactive training events. And what we do is we sit you at tables with your team members, and it's literally Sean and I training you hands-on, going through case studies step by step for 2 full days. In addition to that, we have completely structured question and answer sessions. I know a lot of people who get involved in our program love to have that face-to-face interaction and understand these live trainings are not some multi-speaker sales fest, pitch fest. We bring absolutely zero outside speakers into our training. It's literally Sean and I and our experts from our office who are training you hands-on, face-to-face.
On tax lien certificates.
On tax lien certificates.
Right.
And so when you sign up, when you enroll today, we're going to give you 2 tickets to attend. Typically,
those are free. Those are typically $2,000 a person.
Well, and there's probably someone listening who has seen either you or I speak somewhere in America or somewhere in the world, and if they saw us do this presentation live, they know for a fact that the investment to attend that live training event was $2,000.
Yep.
So we want everyone to know this is a bonus you'll receive today for free for taking action right now.
Yep, absolutely. Now, your investment normally would be $5,500
for the entire year.
For the entire year, which includes the Protege 1-year program, and limited expert consulting, and the resource library, the 4-week intensive webinar series, and the 2-day intensive training, which is $2,000 per ticket. Okay, that's normally what the investment. But we told you to ignore all that. We're going to show you what that's going to be. We're going to go ahead and put the resource library in there. For free. Yeah, the webinar series for free. We're throwing the tickets in there for free. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to reduce this down to $995. That's good for you and your significant other. Okay. So both of you get involved. Both of you go through the 4 training. Both of you get the resource library. Both of you get the tickets for the 2-day intensive training. All of that for $995.
One-time investment.
One-time investment. That's it. So what you can do right now is there's a red button on there that says enroll now. We're going to continue to go on with some of the other items that you're going to get and some case studies. So go ahead and click on that. This is how it's going to work. The first 5 people that get enrolled right now are going to work exclusively with Tony or myself. You choose. And also, we're going to shut this down at 25. 25. No more people. We'll keep track of what's going on and who's going to be on there. And we've got 2 people already. Okay, right. So some of you are pretty quick on the button. But Tony, let's keep going on this. Here's an email. It says, I just won a bid on a property in a very nice subdivision in Spencer County. My time was short, but I researched my rear off the last 3 days. I feel great. Got my first one, and am pumped about many more to come. Thanks for all the great information you have put together. I truly appreciate it. I look forward to one day helping others do the same. Take care, and thanks for everything, Aaron.
What you would have want to point out, what I say?
Use your words. Use your words, Tony.
What I want to point out here is these are people who just came through the same program you're coming through, because this is a new program.
Right.
They just came through this program. They went through the same webinar series that you're going through, that you're going to go through upcoming, right, when you enroll right now. And these are some letters or emails that we've received back.
This one here is, hi Sean, just a note to let you know that I purchased my first accident certificate as an insurance and want a webinar on Thursday helped me take action to get my first lien under my belt. I'm excited to use the information to help me to provide a better financial future for my family. Thanks for all your support and your mentor program. Have a great week, Rodney. Now remember, this is exactly what happened. They listened to our deal. My name is Gary. I want to thank you for the webinar. I'm sure you make a lot more money working the business, so it appears that you like to help others be successful. I have so far bid on over 300 properties, and my plan on many more is the auction coming up. I've stayed in strictly good areas, tax ranging from approximately $3,000 to $12,000, and I know the results on the 24th and 25th of this month, and we'll let you know what happens. Thanks so much for that.
Again, all 3
this is before you finish the series. So.
Yeah, I know. What's important here is all of these people who sent these emails that we just read right now, they're all doing it from the comfort of their own home. They're not physically showing up to anywhere. They're all doing it right from their kitchen table. Hey, I'm going to take a quick break here, and hey, we're going to congratulate. We're waiting for my assistant to come in and give us the exact number, but I'm going to congratulate a few people right now.
We've got the 5. We got the 5.
We did get the 5 already as well. I'm not sure which of the 5. I'm just going to read off. I just got handed the list right now. They're bringing us more people who have signed up. But I want to say congratulations to Cindy Marquez. Congratulations for enrolling. I want to say congratulations to Mike Salcido. Congratulations for enrolling. I want to say congratulations to James Argueta, Argueta. Congratulations, James. I want to say congratulations to Veronica Fraser, Fraser. Congratulations. Dwayne Brooks. You guys have all made it in as one of the first 25. If you're listening in right now,
and you haven't heard your name, but you've already enrolled, don't freak out.
Don't freak out if you don't hear your name. That doesn't mean
they haven't got it.
That we haven't got it, or that we won't.
You'll see it says no more enrolled.
Yeah. When you try to put your credit card information in, it won't let you. So.
Here's another deal here. Look at this one here, Tony. Fair market value on this was $110,000. Purchase price was $1,006.33. They sold it for $69,000. Look at that beautiful. I don't know if the motorcycle came with it, but a pretty nice looking little deal there. Yeah, not bad. Here's another one right here. Fair market value of $113,000. Purchase price $1,200. Sold for $34,000.
Purchase price $2,000.
What I said?
$1,200.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dyslexic coming out there. $2,100.
Let's talk about this just for a second again.
I messed it up. I almost doubled the price on it, and we're still
right. And so here's what's important. What I think is important when we look at these deals is just a plain and simple fact that again, there's deals like this happen every single day. Our students are doing deals like this all the time. And back to what you said a little bit earlier in the presentation is how many deals like this?
Do you need to do?
So it sold for $34,900.
Mm-hmm.
Back out the purchase price, right?
It made over 30,000.
So back out real estate commissions, closing costs, and any additional expenses. Let's say it ends up at 28,000.
Okay.
Okay, 28,000 net in your bank account.
Right.
How many deals like this did you have to do to create the lifestyle that you want? 2, 3,
You make the choice.
4. I mean, yeah, right.
Choice is yours.
Can you do 4 deals like this in an entire year, completely in your spare time, while you're still working a full-time job if you wanted to, and make over $100,000? The answer is yes. So
We'll walk you through the whole process.
well, that's the whole thing. Is between the webinar series and the protege calls for the next year, and having direct access to our experts in our office doing 4 deals like this.
Live workshop.
Is the live workshop. Doing deals like this is automatic.
Yes, absolutely. This is Bill and Ava. I love this. Bill, it was really a tragic situation. He got throat cancer. Never smoked a cigarette in his life. Is that wild? Got throat cancer, and then boom, couldn't do his normal job on this from the comfort of his own home. Actually, from Puerto Rico. I must tell you, I love the fact that I can sit in Puerto Rico and invest anywhere in the United States. He's now invested in over 64 lien certificates, and the checks just come in every month like clockwork. I love the financial security of the underlying real estate, which is worth about $4.9 million on this. It's reassuring to know that I'm not out there alone. I can always call your advisors when I have questions. 2009 was a great year, but I know 2010 will be even better. 2010 is going to be
Yes. And here, hey, just so you guys know, the first class is completely full. And what we did is because there's so many, I'll tell you guys, there's a ton of people enrolling right now. And so what we did was we opened up a second class, and that second class has 12 people in it right now as we speak. And again, the reports are being sent to us as we're speaking to you right now. So
Leah Anderson, I want to say congratulations. Michael Gibbs, congratulations. Luis Perez, is that Perez?
Victor Hunter. Lewis
Mader. I'm sorry, Lewis Mader. Laura Benjamin.
Beverly. Is it Clark? No, Clark. Congratulations. And so again, we're not going to be able to say everyone's name. We just as lists are being sent to us, we're reading off some of the names. If you didn't hear your name, that does not mean you didn't make it in. So let me just recap where we're at. We filled up the first class. There's 25 people in there. If you heard your name, you're definitely in. If you didn't hear your name, that doesn't mean you're not in. If you got a confirmation, if your order went through, you're definitely in. Since there were so many people signing up so fast, we opened up a second class a few minutes ago. That second class was halfway full.
You'll get an invitation on when your webinars start and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Here's another one. Look at this deal right here, Tony. I love this one. Yeah. $175,000 party purchased for $1,385.77.
May Street.
May Street, and it's $144,000 is what it's sold for. So on that one, I think this person's playing golf. What do you think?
Yeah, probably. I mean, again, how many deals like that do you have to do?
Here's another one, $107,000 property, pretty straightforward piece of property. $1,800 in purchase price. They sold it for $84,000.
If there's a trend here, and the trend is people are selling properties below fair market value and giving the buyer a great deal and still making a huge profit for themselves. And here's the other thing. Here's the other trend I want people to recognize. You recognize they're nice properties.